Welcome to Phillies Fan Central, where passion meets the diamond and every fan's voice counts.
Hello, Fightin' Phillies Nation. Welcome back to Phillies Fan Central, your number one source made by fans for fans, but with the seriousness our passion demands. Today is Monday, December 1st, 2025, and we have hot intel straight from the MLB stove that could define our defensive future. Before we dive into the exclusive details, I need you to perform that sacred ritual. Subscribe to the channel right now, leave your like to strengthen our community, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any breaking news, and of course, get your fingers ready to comment your opinions down below. Your voice is the fuel of this channel. Let's get straight to the point. With the precision and depth you deserve, we are living through a decisive offseason. After a 2025 season that, let's be honest, left a bitter taste and didn't meet our expectations of raising the trophy, the front office knows the margin for error is zero. The news I bring today involves a name that is circulating heavily behind the scenes and places once again, the Philadelphia Phillies, and our eternal division rival, the New York Mets, on a direct collision course. I am talking about Jake Meyers, the Houston Astros center fielder. According to reliable reports from Ken Rosenthal and Katie Wu of The Athletic, the Astros are open to trading Meyers. The context is clear. Houston missed the playoffs for the first time since 2016, signaling a restructuring over there. And why does this interest us? Because the center field position has been a constant headache at Citizens Bank Park. We saw the attempt to fix this at the trade deadline last season with the acquisition of Harrison Bader. Bader is an excellent defender, but he is now a free agent. And here enters the financial and strategic analysis. Bader will be expensive on the open market. The Phillies front office, led by Dave Dombrowski, is doing complex math. If we want to keep offensive pillars and leaders like Kyle Schwarber and JT Realmuto, we will need to save resources in other areas. Jake Meyers, entering his age 30 season, offers something the front office values immensely: contract control and elite defense at a potentially lower cost than re-signing Bader or chasing another big name in free agency. But we are not alone in this race. The Mets, who also had a disappointing year, are hungry for reinforcements. They tried to solve their problems with Jose Siri and Tyrone Taylor, but that strategy failed. Knowing the Mets are interested makes this negotiation even more critical. It's not just about strengthening ourselves, but preventing a direct rival from filling a vital gap with a quality player. Analyzing the market, besides the Phillies and Mets, teams like the Tampa Bay Rays, Baltimore Orioles, Arizona Diamondbacks, and Kansas City Royals are also probing the situation. However, the real fight seems to be shaping up between Philadelphia and New York. The question hanging in the air at this first moment is, are we willing to enter a bidding war with the Mets for a defensive specialist? The answer lies in what we have to offer in return, and that is where the conversation gets serious and involves our most valuable prospects. Entering the second part of our analysis, we need to dissect the price tag. What do the Houston Astros want for Jake Meyers? The answer is specific and direct. They are looking for a major league level starting pitcher with contract control. That is a high asking price, but it is the currency that moves MLB today. And this is where the Philadelphia Phillies find themselves at a fascinating crossroads. When we look at our development system and our roster, we have pieces that fit this description. But the question is, who is untouchable? The name that comes to everyone's mind, obviously, is Andrew Painter. Let me be clear and direct with you. Andrew Painter is going nowhere. The front office views Painter as the future ace of this rotation, and trading him for a center fielder, no matter how defensively competent Meyers is, would be an asset management mistake that does not align with the intelligence of our front office. The Phillies have been extremely reluctant to involve Painter in any conversation, and that won't change now. Therefore, if Painter is off the table, who is left? Attention turns to Moises Chatse. Chase is a promising pitcher who could very well be the centerpiece the Astros desire. He has the talent, the control, and the potential that Houston usually prioritizes in their pitcher development projects. Compared to what the Mets have to offer, we are at a strategic advantage. The Mets lack high-level, young, controllable pitchers ready for the MLB. There is talk in New York about possibly involving Kodai Senga's contract, but that would require Houston to take on a considerable salary, which deviates from the profile of economic restructuring. Mets prospects like Jonah Tong or Will Watson are options, but Chase, in my analysis, offers a more immediate and attractive ceiling for a team like the Astros that wants to compete quickly. Furthermore, we need to talk about Meyers' fit on our team. He isn't a 30-home run hitter, but his ability to cover the vast territory of center field would bring necessary stability for our pitchers. Imagine the security that would give our rotation in a game where every run saved is as valuable as a run scored. Meyers represents defensive efficiency. The front office knows that for us to return to a red October, defense cannot be a liability. Trading a young arm like Chase might sting, but to get an everyday MLB starter, it's a kind of necessary pain that builds championship teams. We are talking chess, not checkers. Dombrowski knows he needs to be aggressive, yet surgical. To wrap up, my objective analysis is this. Acquiring Jake Meyers would make total sense for the Phillies' current structure. It solves the center field defensive problem, allows financial flexibility for us to keep Schwarber and Real Muto, and further blocks the Mets from improving their defense. The cost of a pitcher like Moises Chatse is fair in today's inflated market. Now, I want to hear from you, the passionate fan. Would you trade Moises Chatse for Jake Meyers to guarantee elite defense in center field? Or do you think we should look for another option on the market and protect our young arms? Do you think it's worth getting into this battle with the Mets? Don't forget to follow Phillies Fan Central, smash that like button, and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. We are the voice of the stands, bringing professional analysis with the emotion that only we have. We will follow every step of this saga. Stay tuned, go Phils, ring the bell, and let's keep that red October energy alive.